All this band business, just a stupid dream. I don't need it anymore.
Maybe they need you.
Might do them a bit of good to grow up too.
You've changed your tune, haven't you?
Well, I've been thinking about things, haven't I? Half the time I enjoyed playing with the band because it got me away from Mum and Dad round all the time.
Now things are getting better, you don't need it, yeah?
Oh, Shell, it's great. It's just like they were married again.
Yeah, well, Michelle might not appreciate that, Sharon. She's not exactly into romance at the moment.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Ask Lofty.
This is a private conversation. No one asked you to butt in.
Pardon me for breathing, love. It was just an observation, just passing the time of day.
Next time, don't bother. Let's talk somewhere else.
No need to be so sensitive, Shell. Wish I had so many blokes spare I could leave one standing at the altar.
That mouth of yours will get you in big trouble one day.
Oh, it speaks. I've been trying to get to talk to you all morning. Now I know how it's done.
Yeah, well, just leave my friends alone, all right?
It's a pity when everybody else is more important than your own mother.
Maybe that's because you never acted like one, eh?
I'm going to make up for it now, Simon. That's why I like being at the pub. Means I can be close to you. Means I can keep an eye on you.
Yeah, but I don't need keeping an eye on. I'm not a kid anymore, you know.
You still do naughty things, though, don't you?
What do you mean by that?
Like cheeking your mum. Yeah. Like nicking that tape.
I never touched that tape.
That's what I told them. You see, you need your mother to speak up for you sometimes.
Do you want out with those, Mary?
We're on the run from Wix's mum in the pub.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, she kept going on about me and Lofty. I thought I'd had enough of that.
Oh, Polly, I've just dropped in to ask if you'd hang on till 2 for me today.
No, I won't.
Oh, but I've got to go to the doctor's. I mean, after all that trouble last night, I need something for my nerves. Then I shall have to collect my prescription, then there's all my shopping.
Yes, well, that's your problem, Doc, not mine.
Hey, Sharon, I don't suppose you'd drop into the supermarket for me, would you? It's a question of little Willie's dog food. I ain't got none left.
Sorry, Doc.
Yeah, and don't ask me either.
I wouldn't waste my breath. You know, Pauline, I had to call the police out last night, sort out her and Mehmet.
Yeah, well, they threw him out. I didn't do anything wrong, all right?
Well, now you'll learn, won't you? If you play with fire, you'll get your fingers burned.
You know, Doc, if people stuck to running their own lives instead of everyone else's, things would be so much easier.
No, well, I'd expect you to stick up for her. I mean, you didn't seem to think too much about your marriage vows, did you?
Oh, that's where you're wrong, I did. That's why I realised I couldn't go through with them.
Oh, well, it's a shame for Lofty you didn't think about it a bit sooner, then he might not have landed up in the hospital.
I think you said more than enough now, Dot.
Truth never hurt anyone. Did it, Willie?
Yeah, well, you better be back here by 1, because I'm going whether you're here or not.
Thanks, Mum.
Oh, well, you are my daughter, aren't you?
Yeah, but you don't agree with what I did any more than Dad does.
You did what you thought was right, Michelle.
It's like me with the band. I did what I think was best.
Yeah, well, listen, Kelvin and Ian asked me to talk to you. It's really important to them.
Shell, what's important to me at the moment is getting a job.
Yeah, well, you can do both. You don't have to give up the band.
Maybe.
Have a word, please, Auntie Pauline.
I'm a bit busy now, son.
It won't take long. Dan's only give me 10 minutes. I might end up killing someone otherwise.
Look, should we go and talk somewhere else?
Getting used to it by now.
And who is your intended murder victim?
My mum.
Oh, getting on your nerves, is she?
All right, I'm not going to tell you what to do about the band. I'm not going to start interfering in other people's lives. Because you're the one of the very few people who don't interfere in mine.
Quickest way to lose a mate, eh?
Don't really seem to stop everyone else telling me what I've done is wrong, though.
Like you said, Shell, it's your life.
Yeah. You think what I did was right, didn't you? I mean, it's funny, we never really talked about it since the wedding. But I always thought you knew. You know, because you're my best mate, you know me better than anyone.
Maybe.
Well, everyone thinks what I did was unfair. But sure, it would have been more unfair to Lofty if I'd have married him and not loved him.
Shell, you just said you don't want anyone interfering in your life.
No, this is different. I want to know. I'm asking you. I just want to know what you think.
I don't think you've been unfair to Lofty, no. He'll get over it.
Thanks.
It's you I'm worried about.
Why?
No, Shell, marrying Lofty, right, it wouldn't have been perfect, but it'd have been real. At least you'd have been able to make something of it.
What do you mean?
You can't live your life in dreams, Shell. You never told me who Vicky's father is. It's all right, I don't want to know anymore. It's not important because he ain't worth it. I know that, otherwise he'd have stood by you.
Maybe he weren't in a position to.
Michelle, if he really cared about you, he'd have found a way. It's funny. You know, I almost envied you once. No, not about the baby, but about how you felt. I suppose I was in love with being in love. All the blokes I've been out with. I've really wanted them to mean something to me, but they haven't, not really. All that kissing and fumbling.
You just got to wait for the right bloke to come along.
Or the wrong one, like you. Hasn't done you much good, has it?
I've got Vicky. She means the world to me.
But he doesn't.
You don't know that.
Look, forget him, Shell, or she might end up chucking the rest of your life away. All right? Like I said, Lofty was second best. That's better than nothing. Do you really want to end up like Dot, waiting for some bloke who's never going to come back, or if he does, he ain't going to stay? It's just not worth wasting the rest of your life dreaming about him, whoever he is. Because it's over, Michelle. And it's about time you faced up to that.